पर्सनली गिव माई ओन व्यू, तो बड़ा बड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग वेग सा चल रहा है. मतलब एवरी सेकंड होटल दे आर डूइंग समथिंग डिफरेंट, राइट? सो इफ आई विल से अबाउट ट्रेंड, तो मैं बड़ा कंफ्यूज हो जाता हूँ कि एक्चुअली चल क्या रहा है. बट यस, पीपल आर लुकिंग फॉर समथिंग न्यू. सस्टेनेबिलिटी आई विल से इज इन ट्रेंड. द लॉस्ट कुजीन जो हमारे एंसेस्टर्स दे वर डूइंग, दैट इज इन ट्रेंड फॉर मी.
ट्रेंड्स आर बेसिकली क्राउड की डिमांड. जो क्राउड को जो है ना अच्छा लगे वो ट्रेंडिंग हो जाता है. जैसे हम देखते हैं कि फैशन वर्ल्ड में जो चीज़ है वो थोड़े दिनों बाद दोबारा 360 टर्न अराउंड होके वापस आए. ऐसे ही हमारे फूड ट्रेंडिंग में भी हम लोग कुजीन्स वापस लेकर आते हैं.
Looking at the beverage industry, I think people are becoming healthier. They are lowering their drinking, propensity. So a lot of new concept around zero ABV cocktails have started evolving, which is again a global trend.
The buffet platter also, the buffet setup, वो name tag also make a lot of difference. If it is creatively written with some innovative names, the guest who's there would like to taste that.
Next session is Culinary Innovation, the future of dining. I would like to invite on stage our speakers. The very first I would like to invite Mr. Gautam Kumar, celebrity chef, Mr. Archit Singhal, founder, India bartender, guide and the cocktail shop, Chef Devas Vadhera. I would request sir, please come and join us, chef at India Hotel, Mr. Sarabjit Singh, Executive Chef at Radisson Blu, Mr. Mayank Prasad, founder and CEO. And now I would request our moderator, Mr. Vikram Vicky, please come and join us and moderate the session. Can we clap together? I'm really looking forward to this session. Future of dining. Over to you, Mr. Vikram.
So thank you all the chefs and other dignitaries. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope this is okay. Chef Gautam. So Chef Gautam, like the topic is the culinary innovation in the future of dining. So आप तो इतने सालों से शेफ़ हैं, पहले आपने होटल्स के साथ भी काम किया है और अब आप इंडिपेंडेंटली काम कर रहे हैं. सो आपके हिसाब से ये इन 2025 व्हाट इज़ दिस डाइनिंग एक्सपीरियंस को रीडिफाइन करने वाला नया ट्रेंड क्या होना चाहिए, हो रहा है या आ रहा है?
देखिए, ट्रेंड तो हर साल ही चेंज हो रहा है. इट कीप्स चेंजिंग, ऐसा नहीं है. और अभी फाइल पर्सनली गिव माई ओन व्यू, तो बड़ा बड़ा कंफ्यूजिंग वेग सा चल रहा है. मतलब एवरी सेकंड होटल दे आर डूइंग समथिंग डिफरेंट, राइट? सो इफ आई विल से अबाउट ट्रेंड, तो मैं बड़ा कंफ्यूज हो जाता हूँ कि एक्चुअली चल क्या रहा है. बट यस, पीपल आर लुकिंग फॉर समथिंग न्यू. सस्टेनेबिलिटी आई विल से इज इन ट्रेंड. द लॉस्ट कुजीन जो हमारे एंसेस्टर्स दे वर डूइंग, दैट इज इन ट्रेंड फॉर मी, इफ आई विल से.
तो आपका मतलब केटरिंग में भी और ये सब चीज़ें ज़्यादा
परफेक्ट है. हाँ, केटरिंग में बहुत ज़्यादा लोग लाइक कर रहे हैं. मतलब मैं तो पर्सनली मिलेट पे, आयुर्वेदा पे काम कर रहा हूँ और काफ़ी अच्छा रिस्पांस मिला. वो लोग बड़े इंटरेस्ट ले रहे हैं. इनफैक्ट द न्यू जनरेशंस आल्सो दे आर मच मोर इनटू इट.
शेफ दिवस, how you been?
Well, I'm doing good. Thank you once again for inviting me at this conclave, and I would love to share my thoughts. Talking about the trends which are happening. Trends are basically crowd की demand. जो crowd को जो है ना अच्छा लगे वो trending हो जाता है. जैसे हम देखते हैं कि फैशन वर्ल्ड में जो चीज़ है वो थोड़े दिनों बाद दोबारा 360 टर्न अराउंड होके वापस आती है. ऐसे ही हमारे फूड ट्रेंडिंग में भी हम लोग कुजीन्स वापस लेकर आते हैं. थैंक्स टू मिस्टर मोदी हु मेड 2023 एज मिलेट ईयर. मोटा अनाज जो कि इंडिया में हमेशा से पाया जाता था, वीट आटा इंडिया में कभी नहीं होता था. हमारे पास ज्वार, मकई, बाजरा ये सब अबैंडेंस में होते थे. तो हमने वर्ल्ड को वापस उस तरफ सोचने के लिए मजबूर किया है. हाँ, ट्रेंडिंग में ये भी आजकल चल रहा है जो है सस्टेनेबिलिटी. एज अ शेफ़ ये मेरी मॉरल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि मैं सस्टेनेबल फूड कुक करूं और उसको प्लेट में डालूं. नॉट ओनली दिस, एज अ शेफ़ मेरी ये भी मॉरल ड्यूटी रहती है कि मैं जो मेरा क्लाइंट एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है वो डिलीवर करूं, चाहे उसको मॉडर्न वे में करूं, चाहे उसको क्लासिकल वे में करूं. So local for vocal is always there. That is which is we were supposed to talk today about.
So as you said, आपके कहने का ये मतलब है कि ये सिर्फ एक ट्रेंड नहीं है, बट ये एक लॉन्ग टर्म प्रैक्टिस ही धीरे धीरे बनता जा रहा है.
यस क्योंकि इसके जो है ना बेनिफिट्स बहुत हैं. आज हम सारे if anybody is like health conscious, if anybody has some medical ailment, if anybody has some intolerance, so everybody has such a huge amount of awareness. People traveling to globe, distance is just a number. आप सुबह यहाँ बैठे हैं, शाम को आप हैदराबाद में बैठे हैं, तो everybody has that highest level of exposure. So you understand what your food is all about. Hence, it is moral duty of us to give the right thing on the plate.
शेफ सरबजीत, आप इसके ऊपर कुछ कहना चाहेंगे सस्टेनेबिलिटी और लोकल सीजनल प्रोड्यूस के बारे में?
सर एक शेफ का ड्यूटी है कि जो प्लेट जब सर्व की जाती है तो जो फार्म टू फोक तक का जो ट्रैवल है, जब गेस्ट के पास जाती है तो उसके अंदर कोई ना कोई स्टोरी है. तो उसको बेस्ट देना कैसे है, उसको प्रोड्यूस कैसे करना है, जो सीजनल प्रोडक्ट्स हम यूज़ करते हैं, ठीक है, उसमें आपको सस्टेनेबिलिटी भी देखनी है कि आपको कॉस्ट क्या अफेक्ट करती है. उसके बाद आपको गेस्ट का टेस्ट भी देखना है कि वो एक्सपेक्टेशंस क्या हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ द गेस्ट जो स्टे करते हैं होटल्स में, दे ऑल आर कॉस्मोपॉलिटन, वर्ल्ड वाइड घूमे हो, उनको जो पूरे वर्ल्ड फूड की कुजीन की नॉलेज है.
इस बात पे मैं आ रहा हूँ, वीगन काफ़ी इन है आजकल, और
यस
कुछ लोग वीगन और वेजिटेरियन में कंफ्यूज भी हो जाते हैं. एज शेफ्स यू विल वेरी वेल अंडरस्टैंड दिस.
So, sorry, I'm adding over here. Veganism is something which is like in trend. Somebody saw a blog that Virat Kohli is vegan, so people started following them. Now, bringing in vegan, becoming a veganism, following a vegan diet, gives you a whole lot of different world to open up. अब मैं vegan बन जाता हूँ, but मेरा taste palette जो है वो non-veg खाने का है. So hence it evolved around mock meats आ गए, plant based meats हमने innovate किए, जो खाने में बिल्कुल ऐसे लगते हैं जैसे आप नॉनवेज खा रहे हैं, पर वो प्लांट बेस हैं. सो लाइक आई टोल्ड यू, एज अ शेफ इट इज़ माई मॉरल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू गिव द गेस्ट वॉट ही लाइक्स, ए, बी, टू प्रोड्यूस वॉट इज़ द बेस्ट अवेलेबल इन टू द मार्केट.
एक्सेलेंट. मयंक जी और अर्चित जी हमारी बेवरेज साइड से स्पेशलिस्ट हैं, तो थोड़ा सा आप अपने ट्रेंड्स के बारे में बताएंगे, जैसे व्हाट ऑल ट्रेंड्स आर यू ट्राइंग टू फॉलो, या फिर जो आगे के लिए भी मतलब हमारे साथ रहें.
So my experience have been a lot of global approach. I travel a lot to Dubai, and I see the hospitality business, how it has evolved in those markets. It's a fact that 8 out of 10 business in India struggle in the first day of operation, and this is primarily because we are not able to bring in the experiences to the guest. Using top quality ingredients in our drinks, and I think it has to change for the industry. Looking at the beverage industry, I think people are becoming healthier. They are lowering their drinking propensity. So a lot of new concept around zero ABV cocktails have started evolving, which is again a global trend, which is using a tequila or a vodka which has no alcohol. Something like sober, if you have heard, it's in the Indian market, is picking up, and a lot of healthy approach, low sugar cocktails are in trends. So people are started replacing syrups with in-house cordials or fresh ingredients in order to make people reduce their consumption of sugar. And I think beverage is evolving as important food is. Beverage is also a very important aspect of any establishment, F&B establishment, and much more profitable if I see my way. But I think India is evolving, and as we open up the market with global ingredients, that's one of the I think major initiative we are taking as part of the cocktail shop, bringing in global brands to India so that the chefs and the bartenders can have better tools to create innovation on the plate or the glasses.
मयंक जी, सॉरी, आई एम सॉरी, मेरे को लगा था कि वो बेवरेज वाला क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछ लिया मैंने.
नहीं आपने सही पूछा.
हाँ, आपसे केटरिंग के बारे में थोड़ा समझना चाहेंगे कि जैसे रेस्टोरेंट्स और होटल्स को आजकल शेफ्स को हर डिश के पीछे एक स्टोरी टेलिंग इम्पॉर्टेंट हो गई है. क्या वो स्टोरी टेलिंग उतनी इम्पॉर्टेंट एक वेडिंग में केटरिंग में या किसी और सोशल अलग फंक्शंस में भी इम्पोर्टेंट है आपके साथ?
Sir, absolutely, because I personally think that storytelling came very late in India, especially in the F&B sector. We have got great specialists in F&B sector. We have got great chefs, great cooks. Everything is great, but like in any other form, it's a creative form, right? We need to have proper storytelling. If you talk about millets, like chef talked about millets, so it is again going back to your roots, right? But what Modi ji or these people have done is create a story behind millets, and now they are giving impetus behind all these things or origin. We are going back to the origin and coming back with a story behind it. For example, if you see the buffet platter, also the buffet setup, वो name tag also make a lot of difference. If it is creatively written with some innovative names, the guest who's there would like to taste that. So storytelling is very important in our business at least.
शेफ, फूड सेफ्टी के ऊपर अगर हम कुछ बात करें, इतनी इनोवेशंस के साथ चलते हुए हमको एज शेफ आप लोगों को फूड सेफ्टी के ऊपर भी एज केटरर्स ऑल्सो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है वो जो ध्यान रखना पड़ता है. तो आप हाउ डू यू मैनेज दैट?
विकी सर, एक पॉइंट मेरे जहन में आया जो कि बेवरेज साइड से है. सॉरी, बिफोर आंसरिंग द फूड सेफ्टी क्वेश्चन आई विल ऑल्सो रिप्लाई बैक ऑन टू दिस बेवरेज साइड. Yes, the trends are changing so rapidly. The other day I was reading an article over wine industry, and New Zealand has fairly very good variety of wines. Sauvignon Blanc it's one of their biggest wine growing demand into the industry. So Sauvignon Blanc has bring in a latest concept wherein you want the Sauvignon Blanc wine to be tasted as per your palate. They will design it as per your palate. अगर आप चाहते हैं उसको मैंगो फ्लेवर करना, तो Sauvignon Blanc वाले उनकी जिसे कहते हैं कि केमिकल रिएक्शन से उनकी जेनेटिकल कॉम्पोजिशन को चेंज करके Sauvignon Blanc को वो आपके लिए मैंगो फ्लेवर बना देंगे. It could be pan, it could be jamun, it could be anything, because everybody knows that Indian market has a lot of potential. If you know what your product is, guest is ready to pay. Now coming back to your second question, sir, about food safety. Yes, when I started my career say about 25 years back, food safety laws were always there, but then the understanding of those laws, the implementation were very millimetric. पर आज की डेट में the bodies, they are very active and we need to be paced up ahead of them. Why? Because it is directly related to the safety of the consumer who's coming to it. होटल में कोई भी गेस्ट आ रहा है, वो ये सोच के नहीं आ रहा कि मैं होटल में खाना खाने जा रहा हूँ. उसके जहन में बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं. एक शेफ़ मेरे लिए सेफ़ खाना बनाएगा जिसको खा के मैं जो है ना सेफ़ रहूँगा. मे बी उनकी डिज़ायर स्ट्रीट फूड खाने की हो, दिल्ली 32 का खाना खाने की हो, दिल्ली के जो ना ओल्ड दिल्ली का खाना खाने की हो, निहारी खाने की हो, पर वो होटल में एक्सपेक्ट करेगा कि उसको हाइजीनिक कंडीशन में मिलेगा. मैं मानता हूँ आप सबकी बात के गोलगप्पे बिना हाथ धोए बने तो ज़्यादा अच्छा टेस्ट आएगा, पर नीड ऑफ आर ये नहीं है. बिकॉज आजकल बहुत सारी कम्यूनिबल डिजीज़ हैं, बहुत सारे बैक्टीरियल ग्रोथ्स हैं जिनको आपको अंडरस्टैंड करना पड़ता है. नॉट ओनली दिस, फूड के अंदर बहुत सारी फूड साइंस इन्वॉल्व होती है. एक पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर पे अगर आप एग को कुक करेंगे, फॉर एग्जांपल आप 71 डिग्री पे 60 मिनट के लिए, जी हाँ मैं 60 मिनट बोल रहा हूँ, 60 मिनट के लिए अगर आप एक एग को जो है ना कुक करेंगे 71 डिग्री पे, तो उसका जो रिज़ल्ट होगा वो ऐसा होगा जैसे कि बाउंसिंग बॉल का होगा. पर हम जनरली हाई प्रेशर पे एग को कुक करते हैं, उसकी प्रोटीन कोगुलेट हो जाती है, जिस करके हमें लगता है कि हार्ड बॉइल्ड एग अच्छा है. मोस्ट ऑफ द एक्सपर्ट्स जो वर्ल्ड ट्रैवल करते हैं, उनका एग का खाने का भी एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम होता है, बिकॉज दे अंडरस्टैंड. एंड हेंस जब हमें ग्लोबल प्लेटफॉर्म में अपनी प्रेजेंस को एक्सेप्ट करवाना था, जब हमें ग्लोबल प्लेटफॉर्म में अपने इंडियन फूड को लेके जाना था, तो हमारे को उनसे compete करना था, वेदर इट इज़ फूड साइंस, वेदर इट इज़ सेफ्टी, वेदर इट इज़ पर्सनल हाइजीन, everything was brought into the understanding. And that is why most of the hotels, including this hotel, would be ISO 22000 certified, जिसमें उनको स्टैंडर्ड गाइडलाइंस हैं, हाउ टू स्टोर फूड, हाउ टू रिसीव फूड, हाउ टू प्रोसेस इट. यहाँ तक कि मुझे इतना तक पता है कि अगर मैंने आज अपने होटल में कोई चिकन रिसीव किया तो वो अगले 72 घंटे में वो होटल से बाहर होगा, या तो वो प्लेट में गेस्ट को सर्व हो चुका होगा या वो डस्टबिन में जा चुका होगा. सो वी हैव टू इनकलकेट ऑल दोज प्रैक्टिसेस. बिलीव मी फ्रेंड्स, इट वॉज नेवर ईजी. आपको माइंडसेट चेंज करना था, आपको लोगों की हैबिट्स चेंज करनी थी. इट वॉज नेवर ईजी, बट वी हैव कम टू अ फेयरली वेरी गुड अप्रोच. स्टिल द वे इज़ वे फॉरवर्ड. हमें अभी और भी बहुत कुछ करना है इस कंटेक्स्ट में, एंड इट इज़ अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस.
So, this is an interesting question, and to everyone, be it beverage or food, is Instagram worthy plating or presentation core part of your business plan?
Hello. Yeah, I think Instagram is important, as you said. And coming back to the food safety thing, I want to bring a thought process, because we do a lot of catering in the Middle East, and I was doing a wedding last month in Royal Atlantis, and the kind of norms they had for outside vendors to enter the hotel, they made me sign an insurance contract. All my team had to have food handling a certificate, need to have multiple certificate in order to serve in a 5-star. Whereas when I do caterings in Indian 5-star properties, there's no safety norms, or there's a lot of benchmarking which is required from globally to India. I think we are lacking in terms of hygiene, in terms of following the standards of serving a guest. I think that there's a lot of scope there.
No, I don't think we are lacking. It's just that the knowledge was missing.
I think we are evolving.
We are evolving.
Evolving
yes.
is the right word. I've seen hotels coming up to the international levels. We have expat guests coming in. We have expats coming in. The kitchens are open for your guest.
Right.
So we are coming into a global platform. Yes, we had traveled quite a bit, and there is certain more area where we need to improve.
I think there's a stark difference between how the global market works with India, and we are moving forward. It's not that we are not moving forward. It's going to take time. So Instagram, coming to Instagram, I think yes, for our clients, Instagram worthy cocktails are important. They send us a lot of Pinterest images that we need our cocktails like this. But there's a lot of education required, that how the cocktail is made, how the beverage experience is tailored to your requirement. So basis is what your guests.
Because people would like to shoot everything these days,
right.
whether it is a cocktail or food.
Yeah.
Everybody is doing that.
So we have to evolve with time. So customization has become a trend now, because you have these printers on the cocktails, which has your logo, your name,
even your garnishes,
your
and
garnishes,
everything.
your orange peel. It has become a mandatory for any event we do, that what customization are giving. From last year we were doing 3 customization, now we're doing 20 types of customization in our beverage experiences. And there's no end to it. Then they bring in something from UK, that there's a printer on the coffee with your photo. We have to do it, otherwise we will perish.
Yes.
So I started importing that from UK in order to cater to
So
my
this is
clients.
what evolution is.
Yeah, evolution is. Yeah, so we are obviously evolving with the customer demand. I think yes, it is important. Instagram is now that guests are demanding, I need a reel for my event after. So now I have included a cost of a photographer or a videographer to make a reel of that experience.
Exactly. So it is all becoming a package.
Yeah,
It is all becoming a package.
yeah.
Chef, you would like to say something on this?
So likewise, the
hotel.
fashion. Food is also fashion, because it involves all your senses. Food is tangible. I like to eat spicy, but gentleman sitting next to me on the same table would not love to eat spicy. It is very individual choices. दूसरा, आजकल आपका खाना, आपके खाने से पहले आपका इंस्टाग्राम खाता है. जी हाँ, हम अक्सर ऐसा टेबल पे बोलते हैं. जब भी कोई गेस्ट हमें बोलता है कि खाना ठंडा था, तो हम यही बोलते हैं कि ठीक है, हम इसको चेंज तो कर देते हैं, बट सर आप पहले इंस्टाग्राम को खिला दीजिए.
तो इसी हाँ प्लीज मैम प्लीज.
So yes, Instagram is very important these days because and it is good for us also from the catering company point of view, from a F&B. It is also very important because it gives you a lot of mileage, lot of advertisement and free advertisement, right?
Yes.
And it gives you the correct and instant feedback, right? It adds lot of reviews to it. And it generates a lot of new clientele also because no matter it converts then and there, but yes, it influences the other people who are looking for such services and such products in the market. So it is good for them, it is good for us as well.
देखिए ये क्वाइट ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि इफ़ यू आर डूइंग सम प्लेटिंग ना, इट इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ क्राफ्ट एंड आर्ट. तो आपको किस कलर का इंग्रेडिएंट्स लेना है, क्या चूज़ करना है, वन हैज़ टू वर्क एज एन आर्टिस्ट. तो वो फोटोग्राफी के लिए तो बेटर होना ही चाहिए एंड दैट इज हैपनिंग सिंस स्टार्टिंग.
बट खाने से कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं होना चाहिए.
ऑब्वियसली फूड तो फूड है, बट हाउ डू यू प्लेट दैट, राइट?
एग्जैक्टली. शेफ
इंस्टाग्राम ट्रेंडिंग रहेगा ही रहेगा.
हाँ.
और खाना कभी भी पीछे नहीं होगा.
एग्जैक्टली होना भी नहीं चाहिए.
पहले भी था, हम लोग को होटलों में फोटोग्राफ्स लगाते थे ना, हम लोग काउंटर पे 10 डिशेस होती थी, उनके फोटोग्राफ्स लगे रहते थे कि ये प्लेट ऐसे ही जाएगा.
How do you handle customer feedback?
The thing is that we have to fulfill all the expectations. What he have the perfect picture of the dish in his mind. Whether he's asked for the fish and chips, whether he asked for the butter chicken, but it's supposed to be the right thing, right texture. So if we fulfill the demand or whatever his expectation, then we get a positive feedback. Somehow, somewhere, the guest gonna feel it's not a proper dish. What we see in the YouTube or somewhere. That might be a challenge for the chef, good chef. But definitely, if we have the good skill, good hiring, then we can do that proper way.
Sometimes, chef, sometimes customers can be very unreasonable. Very, very unreasonable.
No, I'll differ. In my entire 25 years of career, I haven't seen a single guest who come to our hotel, who has come to our restaurant to complain something. They come with the basic expectation.
You are lucky.
No, I'm not lucky. I'm saying it. I'm saying with my own practical thing. See, I work with the two words only. That is, first one is empathy, second one is responsibility. There is hardly any guest who comes to your hotel, who comes to your restaurant by leaving everything. They'll take time of their own with their family and they'll come to your hotel to complain something. नहीं होता ऐसा. There are very rare chances.
And it's all about whether you actually serve their lust of food in correct manner or not. Customer feedback, it could be constructive, it could be realistic, it could be unrealistic also. But at the end of the day, the individual is paying for the dish. Most of the time when I get an opportunity to interact with the customer for feedback, maybe a negative feedback, because maximum time we think it that way. Believe me, they all become my friends. I don't know why. They initially start with a complaint and then later on they become our friends.
Very
because we reach their expectation.
There are two types of customers. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, there are two types of customers. First, who will not complain. They're like me. They'll come, they'll experience something wrong, and they'll go away. There are second guests who wants them to listen. Yes. Once you go and approach them, they'll become your friend. And this is what has happened with us.
And these days,
it's not only about the food thing, because it's a very, very good coordination between the F&B and the kitchen.
So this particular industry is such यहाँ आप chance नहीं ले सकते किसी भी parameter पे. So you have to be on the ground. जब first plate उठी है और last plate खत्म हुई है, उसके बाद भी you have to be on your toes and take care of your guests. So there cannot be anything.
This makes me remember an incident. If you guys are interested, I would like to share it. I was working with the hotel which is just next door, which is Crown Plaza. I spent good healthy years over there. और चेन्नई में जो फ्लड आया था तकरीबन 16-17 में, 2016-17 में. So there was a very big company, I would not name it. They picked up all their staff from there and they brought them to this place, and they were forcefully made to work in Noida. Forcefully I say because their family was struggling back home in the floods, but these young kids, they were working over here. So all of a sudden, I receive a call from my front desk department, and they say the group is checking out and they're complaining very big time for the food. They're saying that we didn't met their expectation for the food. This was a big threat because it was a big chunk of business, and that to a relatively making good amount of profit to the hotel. So I just stepped into the lobby and I requested my front office manager that I would love to speak there to a group leader. He said, okay, I'll fix up an appointment at 4 o'clock. We met each other in the lobby. He said, let's have a smoke together. I said, okay, please, let's go. We went into the smoking joint, and straight away I asked him, is there any particular reason which we are missing? यार कुछ नहीं, रसम और कर्ड राइस रख दो, everybody will be happy. मैंने कहा बस, मैंने कहा मैंने आपके लिए 20 से 25 डिशेस बढ़ा दी बुफे में, आप सिर्फ कर्ड राइस और रसम मांग रहे हो और अपलम पापड़. So at times it is not about how hard you hit, it is about how close you hit the target. And believe me, that group stayed with us for another 20 days and everybody was happy.
Very true, very true. One last question to the chefs, and then I'll definitely come to you. How important are the food festivals for a hotel?
See, I'll start. So every hotel or restaurant has their own clientele. So hotel has their room guests, hotel has their own clientele. But when a hotel does food festivals, there is a reason for other guests to come and to experience the hotel. So that gives edge to the hotel. Second, if hotel is organizing any food festival, that gives a learning to the entire team. And the third, the most thing is that something is happening to the hotel which motivates entire team, entire brand. So these are the basic food festivals that hotel gets while doing the food festivals.
Chef, also you also do a lot.
This is a very relevant question and a little pain point for me as well. I work in a hotel where we have 5 F&B outlets, and believe me, every month we have to do one sort of promotion in all of them. कभी कभी तो हम dates में भी जंबल हो जाते हैं, किस तारीख को यहाँ पे शुरू है, वहाँ पे शुरू है. I've got one Indian specialty restaurant, one Asian restaurant. Then I've got a very nice tea lounge which is in the center of the lobby. I belong to Eros Hotel, so that is why I'm blessed to have so many restaurants. Then I have a lounge and bar, and so on and so on, so on. Singh Sahib is our Indian specialty restaurant. We can't leave the Indian clients also behind. पर करें तो क्या करें? Yes, जैसे कि अभी हम बात कर रहे थे, ट्रेंडिंग है, फैशन है, कुछ नया है, कुछ अलग है, जो दिखेगा वही बिकेगा. जितना ज़्यादा आप जो है ना अपने गेस्ट को फोकस करके उनकी नीड्स को मीट करेंगे, उनके लिए कुछ नया ऑफरिंग देते रहेंगे, फुटफॉल उतनी ज़्यादा होगी. एंड फॉर्चुनेटली वी आर ब्लेस्ड टू हैव डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म्स अवेलेबल on where we can easily market, where we can easily roll out. अभी शेफ सरबजीत मुझे मिले और वो मुझे कह रहे थे कि यार तेरी लास्ट वीडियो बड़ी अच्छी थी. एंड आई वाज ज़ैप्ड, कौन सी वाली थी पता नहीं, क्योंकि मैंने 4-5 डाली है. फॉर्चुनेटली उन्होंने मुझे बोला मीट बेली राम वाली. मैंने कहा हाँ. सो वी डिड अ प्रमोशन एंड आई picked out a recipe from it. I shooted it. I mean, I'm also getting the milestone, and so does the hotel, and the footfall is also increasing. So what is harm in it? So let's go with the food festival, maybe twice a month. That is also fair to go.
Archit, I would like to ask you a question. I remember you, it's been quite a long time, but for promoting the beverage culture, you started with something called a cocktail week.
Yes, right.
So,
Yes.
वो कहाँ खो गया वो?
Sir, I think we are in the 10th year of the operation, India Cocktail Week.
Yes.
We started in 2015. It's one
Yes.
of the most loved
I still
beverage
remember, I was
festival.
part of the first.
Yeah, it's the most loved beverage festival in India right now. We won a lot of awards. It's one of the most valuable IP in India right now. And I think it has really evolved from us struggling doing it for the first time. I remember we hardly raised any sponsors, and now even for the upcoming session, we already started getting emails from liquor companies. When are you opening the slots? When are you announcing? So it has gone from me running after the liquor brands, now liquor brands. So I think the festivals are an amazing platform, given that the liquor companies are not allowed to advertise and everything. So I think it's a great platform to showcase talent, to showcase new brands. and it brings a lot of experiences in one places. And I think we have got a lot of love for that. And we continue to create new IPs. We recently started the India Bar Show in India, which is a global platform. Bar shows across the world are a celebration platform for beverage industries. We are creating one for India now. Apart from that, we're creating something like a wine week and a beer week. So we're creating a multiple platform for the beverage industries to come and showcase. And globally, I think everybody wants to be in India, but the regulations are in India are very strict. I think we are trying to import a lot of ingredients from Europe, and we get into FSI's approval, duties, and it becomes very tough, that environment to create that platform. Yeah.
But still, we will look forward to
Yes, of
many
course.
more,
From
yes.
November onwards, you'll see a
No,
lot.
saying that, but the international brands, they are always having their eyes open. Because Indian is such a big captive market. Every outlet from overseas wants to come in. Recently, Mitchell Coffee is coming in, which is like a Greece brand. And I think they have a big plan to roll out after Tim Hortons.
F&B is here to stay for the longest time. I know.
But a lot of fine dining concepts are still not coming in India. Like in Dubai, you see all the global chains there are there, but in India, you don't see all of them, because the primary reason is, even if you get a chef, fly down a chef from Paris to India, how does he recreate those experiences here? Like, I don't mind paying 15 euro for a pizza in Paris, but we cry for 600 rupees here. Because the quality is not there.
See, we are a very price-sensitive, price-conscious market.
Right.
And I think the other reason is we are a very young nation.
Right.
So people would like to focus on more experiences which are focused towards the younger clientele rather than the typical fine dine experiences.
Fine dining,
So, anything else if you would like to say on your...
I think making specialty understanding is little different.
Yes.
Because as you said rightly, that we are a young country and we have big masses which are into that category, which are like outgoing youngsters. So for them, it is more of a celebration time rather than having a relaxed specialty meal. A specialty dining would take, say, about an hour or an hour and a half to finish up your single meal. But it is not the same when you go into a bistro or a coffee shop or a cafe, because the culture lies over there. The masses are visiting over there. Hence, you will see more of the coffee parlors, more of the bistros, more of the takeaway joints are coming in, casual dining are coming in. So this is what the difference is. Specialty will have its different role in. Yes, the numbers would be little less always.
So I think that is all. But if you have any questions to ask from the chefs or the catering specialists or a beverage king, you can please go ahead.
If anybody can share the mic, please. The gentleman is. कोई उनको mic पहुंचा दे, please. यही दे दो ना.
Hi, Chef.
Hello.
Chef Vadera, I don't know if you remember me, Sandeep Roy. You're an excellent chef. You know, when you were in hotel in Noida, I had food with you. So I have two questions primarily.
Yes.
One, cooking in brass vessels seems to be a dying art, except probably for biryani. Why is that so? Number one. Number two, we have all heard during our childhood days, hotel management days, Garidon service. So even the best of the, fine dining restaurants don't use the concepts of Garidon service in bringing food to the restaurant. It still is behind the closed doors of a kitchen. Why is that? Two questions.
So if you could repeat your first one. Gurudeo service, I got it. The first one.
Could you please bring the mic a little closer?
Cooking in brass vessels seems to be a dying art, except for biryanis. That's what my knowledge is. Mostly the cooking is done in a stainless steel. And we all know the advantage of cooking in a brass vessel.
So again, the question has the answer in itself. Why the brass or copper utensils are diluting? A, because we have resources available which are cheaper. which are equivalent, which are not better, I would say, but which are equivalent and easy to maintain. Look, every owner would love to earn the gross operating profit, which is GOP, and investing into the utensils is a big investment. Hence, everybody would love to go for a little cheaper but equivalent experience. However, in the case of biryanis, we as a chef, we still take that commitment that we would cook dum cooking into the copper or brass utensils. Coming back to the gourmet service, yes, it was always associated with French fine dining, but that is not the scenario that we are not utilizing it. The opium use of the restaurant space, the restaurant planning involves per seating area, which is like 2.5 feet, you need to occupy maximum of that, because again, there is a concept which is called RevPASH, revenue operated per seating area. So if you understand that, which the concept designers, the restaurant designers, they evolve around. So they give you the gangway, which is the space between two tables, to be as minute as it is possible, which restricts the movement of gourmet trolleys or live cooking stations. At my hotel, out of the 5 eating joints which we have, 2 of them still cater the gourmet trolley, which is like we do live stations. I have Libero unit, which is live cooking station of SS stainless steel, which is again an electric base unit, self-suction, which takes the smoke inside. So we are doing it right in front of the guest, right in between of the restaurant. One. Second, my Indian specialty restaurant, we do live dal tadka station, we do live ran and everything over there as well. Yes, gourmet is little side, but it is again playing a smart and important role. We do it.
Any more questions?
Hello, sir. My question to Vadera, sir. Actually, I am also running the hotel in Udaipur with the name of Trip India. Trip India actually my company name. In the Trip India, many hotels are or many villas are coming. But my question is, actually I listen something about that कि अच्छे होटल्स में ओल्ड ग्रेवी परोसे जाते हैं, जैसे कि 5 दिन 10 दिन 15 दिन, वो खाने लायक होते हैं क्या?
सर, हम लोगों को बीमार करने के लिए नहीं बुलाते हैं। जितने अच्छे होटल्स आपने क्वेश्चन बोला, अच्छे होटल अपने रेपुटेशन को जेपटाइज नहीं करेंगे सर। अभी हमने बात करी थी यहाँ पे फूड सेफ्टी लॉज की, तो हम लोगों के ऊपर भी कंट्रोल चेक्स एंड मेजर बड़े स्ट्रॉन्ग हैं। एज अ शेफ़ मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है कि मैं आपको साफ, स्वच्छ और सुंदर खाना खिलाऊं।
सारे अच्छे होटल और ब्रांडेड होटल में आपको एक हाइजीन मैनेजर अलग से अपॉइंटेड होता है, जिसका कोई काम नहीं है, उसका बस एक ही काम है, वो फूड को मॉनिटर।
ये आप मानते हैं कि जो कुछ होटल्स हैं इंडिया में, इंडिया के बाहर की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, इंडिया में, कि ये ओल्ड ग्रेवी परोसते हैं अपने होटल्स में और वो खाने लायक होते हैं? सेफ मैं आप लोगों से पूछता हूँ कि वो ग्रेवी क्या खाने लायक होते हैं?
नहीं, आप क्वेश्चन सही है उनका। देखिए, आप जो पूछ रहे ओल्ड ग्रेवी की बात ना, ये ब्लास्ट फ्रीजर करके एक वर्ड है जो बाहर से आया, हमारे यहाँ से नहीं आया। तो ज़्यादा ये काम बाहर में होता था। हमारे इंडिया में जो भी खाना बनता है आज तक, चाहे घरों में क्यों ना बने, हमारा प्रोसेस ही पूरा फुल कुक्ड है, पूरा स्ट्यू है, और हम लोग फ्रेश खाना ही देते हैं।
सर, मैं आपका शुभ नाम जान सकता हूँ?
और जो रेस्टोरेंट फूड है,
मनोज कुमार सिंह।
मनोज सर, प्रोबेबली आप टियर 2 टियर 3 सिटी में, इसलिए आप ये क्वेश्चन पे बहुत एम्फसाइज कर रहे थे। मार्केट में बहुत सारे रिटेलर्स हैं जो बनी बनाई ग्रेवी सर्व कर रहे हैं, जो रिटॉर्ड मेथड या और अलग अलग अन्य तकनीकों से अपनी ग्रेवीज की शेल्फ लाइफ बढ़ाते हैं, और वो ऐसा क्लेम भी करते हैं। आप उनके ऊपर रिलाई कर सकते हैं। हम दिल्ली में बैठे हैं सर, और दूसरा हम अपनी रेपुटेशन के साथ खेलेंगे नहीं, इसलिए हम जो है ना सर फ्रेश ग्रेवीज यूज़ करते हैं।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Can we clap together, everyone? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to all our speakers and to our moderator. I would request Mr. Amit to please join us on the stage, and let's felicitate our speakers and our moderator. What a wonderful session it was. Everyone, please come forward for a group photo. And let's clap together once again. Thank you so much, everyone, for such an amazing session on the future of dining.